Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are healthy and safe at your home. I am Shweta Jain representing Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. Students, today we will do the revision of full syllabus of your midterm examination. PDF for all the chapters has already been shared to you along with the revision videos. I hope you all have gone through them well and watched the videos. So today we will revise the full syllabus. Okay. So let's start with the revision of chapter number 1. Eating habits of animals. So students, on the basis of eating habits, animals are divided into 3 categories. These are herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Herbivores are the plant eating animals like cow, buffalo, deer, goat, etc. Then carnivores are flesh eating animals like lion, tiger, crocodile, etc. And omnivores are the animals which eat both plants as well as the flesh of other animals, like some of the examples are human beings, bear, crow. These are some of the examples of omnivores. Now students, because they have different types of eating habits, so they have different types of teeth. So herbivores have broad and flat teeth for chewing their food well, while carnivores have sharp and pointed teeth to tear the flesh of other animals. Okay. Now there are some more animals which have different modes of eating, like some animals like rats, rabbits, squirrels. They gnaw their food by biting it into small pieces. Some animals like elephant, they use their trunk to drink water and to put food into their mouth. Some animals like frog and snake, they do not have teeth to chew their food, so they put their food into their mouth as a whole. They swallow the food as a whole. Some animals have sticky tongues like frogs, lizards, and some animals like some insects like butterfly and mosquito, they have long tubes to suck their food, and cats and dogs, they lap the milk. Okay. So these are some of the ways by which animals take their food. Now students, animals are dependent on each other for their food. So there is a chain in nature which is called as food chain. It is a chain which shows the dependence of animals, different animals on each other, like plants are eaten by herbivores and herbivores are eaten by carnivores. So this complete chain is called as food chain. Okay. And we have already discussed some of the examples, like grass is eaten by deer, then deer is eaten by lion. So this is about the first chapter, that is eating habits of animals. Now we move to the revision of chapter number 2, that is safety and first aid. So students, it is very necessary to be careful to avoid accidents and injuries. Whenever a person is careless, then injuries or accidents occur. So it is necessary to follow some safety rules at every time and at all the places. So some of them we will discuss now. First of all, safety at home. So students, whenever you are at home, some safety rules that you should follow are: you should not run in the house. Secondly, you should not play with fire or near the gas stoves. You should not play with pointed objects like knives, scissors, blade. Okay. And you should not touch electric plugs and switches with wet hands, otherwise you may get an electric shock. Now some of the safety rules you should follow at school are: you should not push or pull each other on the stairs or while playing on the swing. You should not climb on the benches. Now whenever you are on the road, again you should follow safety rules, otherwise accidents can occur. So some of the safety rules that you should follow on the road are: first of all, always walk on the footpath. cross the road at zebra crossing, and if there is no zebra crossing, then you can cross the road through subway or through footbridge. Okay, and you should not play or run on the road. So these are some of the safety rules you should follow. Now students, when someone get hurt, then the immediate help given to an injured person is called as first aid. Now you should always have first aid box at your home or while traveling. Now it is a box that contains things like cotton, antiseptic and band-aid or bandage which are needed to give first aid to an injured person. So this box is called as first aid box. Now antiseptic here means a substance that kills the germs. It can be Dettol, Savlon or any other. So this is all about chapter number 2, that is safety and first aid. Now we come to chapter number 3. That is housing and clothing. So students, food, housing and clothing are our basic needs. House provides us shelter to live. It protects us from heat, cold, rain, wind, storm, wild animals and many other things. Okay, so a good house should have doors and windows to let in fresh air and sunlight. Then the rooms of a house should be well lit, okay, and a good house should always be kept clean. Your house should always be kept clean to stay healthy. Garbage should be thrown into the dustbins only, and there should be regular cleaning of all the bathrooms, toilets and the overall house, okay. So this way you can keep your house healthy and good, clean. Now this was about the houses. Now we come to clothes. So students, we wear clothes to protect ourselves from heat, cold, rain and insect bite. Clothes also make us look smart, okay. Now clothes are made up of fibers, and there are two different types of fibers. These are natural fibers and man-made fibers. Now natural fibers are again of two different types. Natural fibers are the fibers that are obtained naturally either from plants or from animals. So those which are obtained from plants are called as plant fibers. Some of the example are cotton and jute. Then those which are obtained from animals are called as animal fibers. Some of the examples are wool and silk. Now the man-made fibers, these are the fibers which are made by man, okay, and some of the examples are nylon, rayon, polyester and acrylic. So this is all about the fibers or the clothing. So now we come to chapter number 4, soil. Okay, so students, soil is the topmost layer of the earth where plants grow. So here plants grow into the soil. They also need air and water along with the nutrients to grow, and roots of the plant go deep into the soil to hold the plant into the soil. Okay, now soil is made by breaking of big rocks, and it takes thousands of years for the formation of soil. Now there are three different types of soil. They are, first is clay soil, which consists of clay particles and it can hold a lot of quantity of water. Second is loamy soil, which contains both clay particles as well as sand particles, and it can also hold adequate quantity of water and air, and it is best suited for growing plants. It is good for plants, okay. And the third type is sandy soil. It consists of sand particles and it cannot hold much water, and it is found in deserts. So this is about the types of the soil. Now we come to what does soil contains. So students, soil contains many things, like topmost layer of the soil, the uppermost layer of the soil has humus. Below humus is muddy water, then there is clay, then there is fine sand, and below fine sand are small pieces of stones which are called as gravel. Now here humus means the remains of dead plants and animals which are present in soil. Okay, so humus makes the soil fertile, so it is very important for soil. It is also important for growing plants, and farmers use manures to grow plants. because manure contains a lot of humus. So this is all about that what soil contains. Now students, many animals like earthworms, ants, termites, rats, they all live in the soil. Some lives inside the soil by burrowing in the burrows or by digging holes in the soil, and some lives on the surface of the soil. So this was all about chapter number 4, soil. Now let's come to chapter number 7. That is parts of a plant. So students, there are two parts of plant. There are two main parts of plants. They are roots and a shoot. Now roots grow downward, that is below the soil ground, okay, and roots are of two types. They are taproot and fibrous root. Taproots are those in which there is one single root from which several branches arises, and these type of roots are found in rose, hibiscus and tomato. Then there are fibrous roots. In these type of roots, so many thin roots arise from the base of the stem. There is no main root over here, and they arise in form of bunch or cluster, okay. And some of the examples are wheat, onion and sugarcane. Now roots are very important part of plant as they fix the plant to the soil, okay. Then they hold the soil and prevent it from getting washed away with water or wind. And roots helps in absorbing or intake of water and minerals from the soil. Now we come to the next part, that is stem. Again, stem is also an important part of plant. It bears several other parts like buds, flowers, fruits, leaves, etc. And stem holds the plant upright, okay, and it is the part which grows upwards. Now it is again important as it holds the plant upright, it also helps in transport of food and water to different parts of the plant, like it carries water from roots to the leaves and it carries food from leaves to different parts of plant, okay. Now we come to the next part of plant, that is leaf. Leaf is the most important part of plant because leaves help the plant in making food. They make food for the plant, so they are also called as food factory of the plant or kitchen of the plant, okay. Now leaves again have certain parts, like the flat part of the leaf is called as leaf blade. Then there are thin tubes, one of which runs along the middle of the leaf, which is called as main vein, and some runs along the sides. From the main vein they are called as side veins, okay, and they help in transport of water and minerals inside the leaves. Then there are tiny pores which are present on the underside of a leaf. They are called as stomata, and stomata helps a plant to breathe, okay. So the importance of leaves is, first of all, they makes the food for the plant, so they are called as kitchen of the plant or food factory of the plant. Secondly, they help the plant to breathe due to the presence of stomata, and thirdly, leaves give out oxygen which is very necessary for all the living organisms, okay. Now we come to the next part, that is flowers and fruits. Now buds on the stem grow into the flowers, and flowers, most of the flowers grow into the fruits. Now some fruits have one seed while some has many seeds. So there are different types of seeds found in different types of plant. They differ in shape, size and color. Now seed is again an important part because it contains a baby plant. Seed is capable to grow into the new plant due to the presence of a baby plant when it gets proper air, sunlight and nutrients, okay. So in this way it grows into a new plant. So the process by which a seed grows into a new plant is called as seed germination. Okay children, so this is all about the complete revision of your full syllabus, all the 5 chapters. I hope you all have understood them well, and still if you have any doubts you can ask in the doubt session. And children, start studying properly for your exams, start preparing for your exams. All the revision videos and everything has already been shared to you. So that's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.